Good morning, beautiful people. It is Friday, October the 10th. I should be at work, but I got some other things that I got to do today. I just want to talk to y'all a little bit because your boy got some fears that I need to face. First things first, giving honor to God who's the head of my life. That's who I praise and I thank him for this day. In Jesus' name, let's get into it. And as you know, the microphone is my therapist. Don't pay no attention to that in the back. That's more equipment that I don't need to have. So I'm going to stop. Amazon, please don't send me anything else. Talk a little bit about some fears that I have. Last weekend, woke up to my wife. She had fainted. She was outside the door on the floor. We were getting ready to go to work. And it caught me off guard, I did what I could to revive her, and thankfully she did wake up, took her to the hospital. My baby got some things going on with her heart. So this morning, I'm taking her in to have a surgery where they're going to put a defibrillator up under her skin. The doctor said like a defibrillator / pacemaker. And I'm afraid, I'm not going to lie. I've never experienced anything like this. I'm afraid of my wife going under the knife. I'm afraid of knowing that her heart, her heart is weak at times. Me and my wife have been together 5 years. Not only did prison save my life, my wife saved my life, helped me get back to the greatness that is within me. And I thank God for that. So just this morning, I got a little concerns, and I prayed about it, been praying about it. And deep inside, I know that everything is going to be okay, but I'm still human and I have those fears and trying to remain strong for my wife, not let her see me shed a tear and things of that nature because I don't want her to worry. So I'm being strong so that she can be strong. But the truth is, I'm afraid. There are some things that life just doesn't prepare you for. And this is one of those things, but I thank God that I know that everything is going to be okay and his will be done, but I just got to face the fact that I am concerned to know that my all, got to have a surgery and things of that nature. Like I said, I spent a lot of years in prison and you don't really think about aging. You can kind of become stuck in your mind and what you can do and things of that nature, or what you think that you can do, but life will humble you real quick. So here it is. This is one of those things that I cannot fix. I am Mr. Fix It, for real. I'm always trying to fix something. And my wife tells me that, my family tells me that, but this is one of those things that I cannot fix. I have to trust God, and I do trust God. And because I cannot fix it and control it, that's what's going on with me this morning. This is something that I cannot take control of. I have to really just sit back and trust God. And I trust God. But I'm thankful, man. I'm really thankful. And I just wanted to get on here this morning and share it with you. I ask that y'all pray for me and my wife, that God's will be done, and pray for a speedy recovery so I can get back to doing these podcasts. I have great people working behind, one of my mentors, she doesn't know it, but she's my mentor, Miss Tanya Hagans from Lakewood University. Truly appreciate her. She sent me a episode schedule, 12 weeks, to help me stay on track and everything, because I'm new to this. And she sent me some things, and I'm just going to share it with you right quick, a little outline. So week 1, which will be my launch, Prison Saved My Life, my 16-year journey from cell to success. The core testimony, how prison became the turning point that birthed purpose, education, and faith. I wouldn't have thought of nothing like that, so I truly appreciate her. Week number 2, GED in the hole, how I studied in segregation and passed with honors. Focused education behind bars, mindset, discipline, and daily structure. I like. Week number 3, from drug dealer to degree holder. My transformation story, Accountability, inner healing, and how small daily choices led to redemption. Oh, that's going to be real interesting because I got to think right there how small daily choices led to redemption. It is the small things that we do that turn out to be great big things. It's little steps that we take. Sometimes I have to tell myself one bite at a time to devour the elephant. I have a hard time but thinking small or just even doing something small. I'll jump right out there, then I'll get frustrated and have to go back. But I'm gonna get it accomplished. I'm gonna get it accomplished. Week number 4, how faith kept me alive when I wanted to give up. Spiritual encounters in prison, Bible study, and discovering God's plan. Week number 4, y'all do not definitely want to miss because I'm going to go deep into that. How I had an experience with God that led me to some truths in my life, and it can definitely help you as well. Week number 5, lessons prison taught me about discipline, focus, and respect. Focus real world habits learned inside that apply outside, routine, self control, and patience. Okay. Week number 6, the system isn't built to rehabilitate you. So here's how I did it myself. That's going to be interesting. Focus is self education, self accountability, and navigating a broken system. Again, I thank Ms. Hagins for writing this out for me because I have been trying to come up with a format for this thing. I was just going to get on here and talk and just let things come out of me. But this right here is really going to help me grow. It causes me to focus and think about what I went through so my mind won't be all over the place. Week number 7, my first job after 16 years of lockup, how I started over. Re-entry, humility, practical steps for rebuilding from scratch. Week number 8, how I became a paralegal and started working for the state. Career reintervention. Okay, that's going to be something to think about as well. Week number 9, from prison to law school, why I'm studying to become an attorney. Vision, higher education, breaking generational cycles. Week number 9, I'm going to be all in it. So y'all might as well get ready. I'm going to be all over the place, but I'm going to like all of these, but that one right there, why I'm studying to become an attorney. Oh man, you got to really tune in for that one. Week number 10, faith, family, and forgiveness. Healing from my past. Week number 10, I'm going to shed some tears. I'm going to just tell you right now, I haven't completely healed from my past. I haven't. I'll admit it. I have not completely healed from my past. I can forgive anybody but myself. That is the hardest thing that I go through, forgiving myself. So hopefully that, y'all can help me in things of that nature. Number 10, and the focus will be relationships, parenting from prison, reconciliation, emotional growth. Week number 11, the real truth about prison life, what they don't show on TV. Yeah, I think I can remember some things. Authentic prison realities, what breaks people and what builds them up. I'm going to have to put some thought into that one. Because by me being so young, when they sent me to prison, I don't think that I had enough sense to even realize that they were trying to break me in certain situations. I was just going with the flow because I was so young. That's one of the things that really saved my life. Put me in there so young and I was immature in the mind that I was able to just get through a lot of situations that possibly now if I had went to prison, I'd be done in a day. Mentally and emotionally, I'll be done. Week number 12, turning pain into purpose. How to build a life you're proud of, the focus, motivation for others, redemption, entrepreneurship, community service. That's 12 weeks that was laid out for me by Miss Hagins, and I truly appreciate her. Those are going to be the 12 weeks on my YouTube channel, Prison Saved My Life, to keep me on focus, keep me on track, see if this can bridge off into something else. Plus, it'll make me go deep in thought. Because I don't really think that I've thought about a lot of things since I've been home. I just kind of been out here like a robot, just go to work, pay bills, pay taxes. I read a lot of things, study a lot of things, but I can honestly say this is the most that I've ever focused. And that's because doing this channel, these podcasts, and also being in school, I'm just on a whole nother level right now, deep thought. And that's probably why I'm sitting up here worried about nothing, even though the God is in control of this situation that's going to take place in the next couple of hours. Cause I'm always thinking, thinking. My mind is not shut down. I'll go to bed sometimes like around 9 or 10 o'clock, and I'll wake up at 2, 3 in the morning and just sit there thinking. And I don't even know what I'm thinking about. I don't want to think. Sometimes I'll pray and try to go back to sleep, and I'm still thinking. I'm thinking about the prayer. What do I want to say to God? How do I say it to God? So I'll start speaking in tongues and everything so I can just shut me down. So that's a little short story for today. I'm not going to hold y'all up. Like I said, I got some things to do. Keep me and my wife in prayer. I'm going to go ahead and edit this right quick and put this up with the shorts on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. I do appreciate everybody to check out these videos. I thank you for your support. I thank you for your shares and for your likes. And just rock with me on this journey, y'all. It's going to be real interesting because it may start off about me and that prison journey. But believe me, like I said, I got some interviews coming up with some people down the road. I'm going to turn this podcast into something real big, and we're going to have fun with it. As you see up there, top left-hand corner, Kurt Street Kids. Kurt Street Kid Entertainment, LLC. Yes, sir. That is mine. All praise due to God. I went ahead and I did everything legitimately to get my name, to get my email, to get my domain name. So, I am the proud owner of an LLC. And that is also my birthday present to my wife this year, to go ahead and give her second business. Her first business is Right Way Publishing and Editing. So if you know anybody that needs some things edited, books, cards, poems, whatever it is, papers that you're trying to submit to get positioned at jobs, my wife has a company called Right Way Editing and Publishing. She does great work, by the way. She's a great editor, great speller, way better than I am when it comes to sentence structure and things of that nature. Shout out to Miss Tanya Hagens. Good morning to you down there in Ohio, up there in Ohio. And thank you again for this outline. I did save it. I'm going to go ahead and put some thought into each week ahead of time so we can just flow with it. Thank you again to everybody. I love you all. Y'all have a great day, and I'll check in with you soon.